Welcome to the second part of the Medic tutorial mini-series, where we'll take a look at the most crucial elements of gameplay for players aspiring to be a Star Citizen medic, which is field treatment. Field treatment will consist of your previous knowledge about the type of injuries from part 1, which you can check out here by the way if you haven't do yet, and the knowledge about the effect of different medicine. In order to become more than a random person responding to a rescue beacon, you must have the ability and the knowledge to quickly adapt to the ever-changing situations until you can save your patient, extract them to safety if needed, or simply keep them alive until reinforcements arrives in some situations. Let's start with the basics. There are 5 medicines in total, all with their own unique colors. You can either inject these into your own bloodstream by hitting default left click, or press the right click to inject another player with it. Red, Imazole or Medpen. Green, Roxaphene inside an Opiopen. Purple, the Mexatrine, the Adrenapen. Orange, Sterogen within the Corticopen. And the white one, Resurgera, which is the Detox Pen. Let's take a closer look at each one of these medicines one by one, starting with the 2 most basic ones, in my opinion, Imazole and Resurgera. The red-colored Imazole, stored in the Medpen, is the best friend of all players in general. Upon injecting it into the bloodstream, it will restore health, stop bleeding, and recover incapacitated players. Next up is Resurgenta, or the Detox Pen. The thing about administering medicines in Star Citizen is that you increase your own or the patient's blood drug level, or BDL for short, with each administered medicine, should it be via injections or paramedic tool. You should never let your client's BDL rise above the 50% threshold, or they will end up like this. That's the reason why you should always have at least one detox pen on the ready. Their effects is to reduce BDL and recover incapacitated players which are down due to an overdose. The following medicines will help you negate the symptoms of different injuries on different body areas. Here's an illustration with the matching colors of the most common medicines required to lower the symptoms in the given area. Let's start with the Roxaphene, or better known as the Opiopen. Most of the time, you'll use this medicine to treat limb injuries, its effects: reduced symptoms of pain, negates prone limitations, and negates arm limitations. The next one is the Mexatrine, or Adrenapen, which you'll use most of the times at a head injury. It reduces the symptoms of weapon sway, slowed movement, and the stun. Last but not least, we have the Sterogen in the form of a Corticopen. This one you will be using mostly at chest injuries. It reduces the symptoms of stamina limits, muffled or wheezing audio, and vision impairment. Now we'll talk about your most important medical equipment, the paramedic tool. It is basically a handheld diagnostic tool which lets you control the administered dosage of the medicines talked about earlier in order to make sure that your patient will stay medicated for as long as possible. When you aim the paramedic tool at someone, it will tell you all the information you need as a medic, from the injury tier to life expectancy. You have 2 modes to choose from, basic and advanced. You can switch between these 2 modes by aiming down sight, then press the interact button, which is default F, and set the slider to the preferred mode. Basic mode speaks for itself. Aim the tool, press the fire button, and it will take care of the rest. In advanced mode, you can manually or automatically set the amount of medicine you wish to administer to the damaged body area. I'd highly recommend you to learn the advanced mode for missions where you find yourself stranded with your client with no other choice but to keep on moving. I'd like to end this video by mentioning the Oxypen. By a medic's point of view, the Oxypen is your most useless pen to carry, while at the same time, under some special circumstances, it is more useful than any other medical tool in your equipment. You see, once a player goes incapacitated, they get an hour-long timer which gives the medical players plenty of time to arrive, unless your patient's O2 starts to run out. As the oxygen reserves within the patient's suit reaches critical levels, the death timer will start to drop drastically, which will result in you having previously 50 minutes to do your job to all of a sudden hurry up, because you have only 50 seconds to arrive. Once you hear of an unexpected drop in your patient's death timer, your number 1 priority will be to inject the player with an Oxypen before you do anything else. Congratulations! You are now a Star Citizen medic. In the third and last part of this tutorial series, I will share my experiences about which equipment and ships I'd recommend for you to use and the reasons behind it. Thank you for watching this video. If you feel that it was helpful, please do not hesitate to leave a like and subscribe. If you feel that I left out something, please let me know in the comment. See you in the verse.